चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्यक्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। भवजीव्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सर्वश्रुतिशिरोरत्ना विरचिता सदम्बुजः वेदान्तं भुजसूर्यो तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। चैतन्य शाश्वत शान्तो व्योमातीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनादकलातीतः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ज्ञानशक्ति समारोधा तत्त्वमाला विभूषिता मुक्तिप्रदाता च तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अनेकजन्म सम्प्राप्ता कर्मबन्धविदायिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। शोषणं भावसिन्धुश्च ज्ञापनं सारसम्पदः गुरुपारोदकं सम्यक् तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। न गुरोराधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोराधिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानपरं नास्ति तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ममता श्री जगन्नाथ मद्गुरु श्री जगद्गुरु ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुरादिरनादिश्च गुरुपरमदैवतं गुरुपरतरं नास्ति तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव गुरुदेवा 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 चरणनमोस्तुते गुरुदेवा चरणनमोस्तुते
Vishwananda Sadgurudeva.
Sri Swami Vishwananda Gurudeva.
Sri Swami Vishwananda Sadgurudeva.
Sri Swami Vishwananda Sadgurudeva.
Gurudeva, Gurudeva,
Gurudeva, Gurudeva.
Gurudeva, Gurudeva,
Gurudeva, Gurudeva.
Charana namostute Gurudeva.
Charana namostute Gurudeva.
Charana namostute Gurudeva.
Charana namostute Gurudeva.
Vijayadayaka Gurudeva.
Vijayadayaka Gurudeva.
Vijayadayaka Gurudeva.
Vijayadayaka Gurudeva.
Shanta Swarupa Gurudeva.
Sharana Sarupa Gurudeva.
Shanta Swarupa Gurudeva.
Sharana Sarupa Gurudeva.
Prema Swarupa Gurudeva.
Prema Sarupa Gurudeva.
Prema Swarupa Gurudeva.
Prema Sarupa Gurudeva.
Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Gurudeva.
Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Gurudeva.
Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Gurudeva.
Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Gurudeva.
Jai Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Gurudeva.
Jai Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Gurudeva.
Jai Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Gurudeva.
Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Gurudeva.
Sri Swami Vishwananda Gurudeva. Sri
Swami Vishwananda Gurudeva.
Sri Swami Vishwananda Gurudeva.
Swami Vishwananda Gurudeva.
Gurudeva, Gurudeva.
Gurudeva, Gurudeva.
Charana namostute Gurudeva.
Charana namostute Gurudeva.
Vijayadayaka Gurudeva.
Vijayadayaka Gurudeva.
Shanta Swarupa Gurudeva.
Sarupa Gurudeva.
Om Avatarishishaya Namaha. Om Vishamaya Namaha. Om Divakarya Samujataya Namaha. Om Sukshmatanave Namaha. Om Chinmayaya Namaha. Om Gurumurtaye Namaha. Om Sundaraya Namaha. Om Sulochanaya Namaha. Om Sumukhaya Namaha. Om Charuvasaya Namaha. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Padmabhujaya Namaha. Om Mandagamanaya Namaha. Om Shirumbaradharine Namaha. Om Ramaya Namaha. Om Mantirastapakaya Namaha. Om Shidvavachakaya Namaha. Om Gayatri Ashwane Namaha. Om Arpanya Srikarakaya Namaha.
Om Vishnu Pujakaya Namaha.
Om Namo Naraneti Mantropasakaya Namaha. Om Swaramayaya Namaha. Om Madhurikantaya Namaha. Om Krishna Sankirtanalupaya Namaha. Om Sutrapriyaya Namaha. Om Mitabashine Namaha. Om Agmine Namaha. Om Chitrakala Visharadaya Namaha. Om Vritadharaya Namaha. Om Sadhave Namaha. Om Jagatpantaya Namaha. Om Sarvalokahitaya Namaha. Om Bhaktapriyaya Namaha. Om Suridaya Namaha. Om Anukulaya Namaha. Om Nayaya Namaha. Om Sudarshanaya Namaha. Om Bhaktavatsalaya Namaha. Om Premamurtaye Namaha. Om Shubhikshanaye Namaha. Om Priti वर्धनाय नमः ॐ स्वस्तिदायकाय नमः ॐ तारकाय नमः ॐ अनुग्रहाय नमः ॐ वर्धनाय नमः ॐ आश्रिताय नमः ॐ अर्थाय नमः ॐ सिद्धिप्रदाय नमः ॐ जनार्दनाय नमः ॐ मनोहराय नमः ॐ महाक्षाय नमः ॐ सिद्धेश्वराय नमः ॐ भस्मभूषिताय नमः ॐ आत्मलिंगाय नमः ॐ निकचनप्रतकाय नमः ॐ श्रीसदनाय नमः ॐ माधवाय नमः ॐ ओंकारोपासकाय नमः ॐ सूक्ष्माय नमः ॐ विश्वकाय नमः ॐ सात्विकाय नमः ॐ समदर्शिने नमः ॐ दक्षाय नमः ॐ अचिन्त्याय नमः ॐ निरंकाराय नमः ॐ निर्मोहाय नमः ॐ अव्यग्राय नमः ॐ चित्तक्रोधाय नमः ॐ विनयशीलाय नमः ॐ सर्वशाय नमः ॐ कुशलाय नमः ॐ क्षमाय नमः ॐ सत्यधर्माय नमः ॐ निर्विकल्पाय नमः ॐ विरक्ताय नमः ॐ अतीन्द्राय नमः ॐ सत्यसन्धाय नमः ॐ पवित्राय नमः ॐ मधुरस्वभावाय नमः ॐ सुरनन्दाय नमः ॐ नन्दनाय नमः ॐ प्रसन्नत्वने नमः ॐ भक्तनिधये नमः ॐ साक्षये नमः ॐ समात्मये नमः ॐ सदयोगिने नमः ॐ हरये नमः ॐ सुतपाय नमः ॐ सौम्याय नमः ॐ गुह्याय नमः ॐ विमुक्तात्माय नमः ॐ कबीराय नमः ॐ गुप्ताय नमः ॐ आत्मारमाय नमः ॐ श्रीनिवासाय नमः ॐ देवाय नमः ॐ ज्योतिधराय नमः ॐ धन्याय नमः ॐ गुरवे नमः ॐ दुरतिक्रमाय नमः ॐ गानाय नमः ॐ भगवते नमः ॐ हरिशरण मार्गदर्शकाय नमः ॐ कुटस्थजगतकाय नमः ॐ अभिप्रायाय नमः ॐ सर्वमतसमज्ञाय नमः ॐ क्षमिकतभववर्धकाय नमः ॐ प्रेमावतार श्री विश्वानंद स्वामिने नमः। अतो देवा अवन्तु नो यशो विष्णुर्विचक्रमे त्रेतिर्य सप्तधामभिः इदं विष्णुर्विचक्रमे त्रेधानि तथे पदं समोदमस्य वाकुंसुरे त्रीणि पदा विचक्रमे विष्णुरूपादाभ्यः अतो धर्माणि धार्येणे विष्णुकर्माणि पश्यत यतो वृतानि पस्पशेत् इन्द्रस्य च सदा तद्विष्णो परमं पदगुं सदा पश्यन्ति सूर्यः दिवेव चक्षुरा ततं तद्विप्रसो विपान्यवो जागृवाकुं ससमिन्धते विष्णुर्य परमां पदाम्। प्रेम अवताराय विद्महे सद्गुरुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विश्वानन्द प्रचोदयात्। ॐ प्रेम अवताराय विद्महे सद्गुरुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विश्वानन्द प्रचोदयात्। ॐ प्रेम अवताराय विद्महे सद्गुरुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विश्वानन्द प्रचोदयात्। सर्वकोटि समाप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Keitapare Narayana Chitati Vikrama Chakrapare Etadi Sajadana Shridhara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhata Shri Rukmini Sabhavana Shari Murare Radesha Gopala Swarupa Brahmati Vandya Shri Dvaraka Shalava Pade Bhuvane Kamurte Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhata Ninakrate Hamata Rupa Varaha Murte Devi Kramaya Guvane Bhurama Rama Shri Rama Krishna Yadunandana Kanti Rupa Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhata Govinda Madhava Mukunda Paraparesha Gopi Jana Samrita Dina Bandho Gopi Jana Prihare Tava Suprabhata Shri Rabdishai Bhujagari Patal Pasai Sabhaktari Sadana Shai Ramanga Shai Shri Gopa Vama Mruta Pasukari Shai Gopa Vallabharaye Tava Suprabhata Shri Kashyapati Sukanarada Gotamari Brahmashi Sangamani Sangala Bharatesho Vishtanti Deva Tava Darshana Bhagya Heto Gopala Shekhar Haraye Tava Suprabhata Mandara Jari Tulasira Ramani Karyani Mayani Anjali Pute Samularanti Vishtanti Tvapalata Dana Tale Munindra Radha Manoha Haraye Tava Suprabhata Nilantrayam Panati Gotama Kala Guya Gayanti Satgunagano Varada Savana Sankirtayanti Tava Nama Kada Visheshaha Shri Narada Vishaya Tava Suprabhata Govardhano Narana Gopa Kishora Gopa Gopi Janamrita Suresha Bhavati Pota Trailokya Mohana Sumangala Divya Deha Shri Rukmini Savarada Tava Suprabhata Shri Vatsa Chinna Sharanagata Parichatra Bhakti Vanjana Kripakara Dina Bandho Vidyanta Gayati Janapriya Divya Rupa Shri Nanda Gopatanaya Tava Suprabhata Padmaksha Padmamukha Padmadhara Prameya Padmadayasya Uta Padmanivasa Shori Padmobhavati Surasevita Pada Padma Padmatinata Haraye Tava Suprabhata Vrindata Devi Aranaya Mahendra Vandya Kandar Pada Krishna graitukam. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karana Govinda Madi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Chintamani Prakara Sarva Sakalpa Vriksha Laksha Bhriteshu Surabhira Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sandava Segamana Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Elum Vanantam Aravinda Dalaya Kasham Amarutam Salasitam Buddha Sungarandam Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobha Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Anula Chandra Kala Salva Namaya Vanshi Ratnanganam Pranaya Keli Kala Vilasam Shamantri Bangalalitam Niyata Prakasha Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Asya Sakalendriya Vritti Manti Pashanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Saujvala Vigrahasya Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitam Vaishitamanadivananta Rupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedeshu Durlabham Adurlabham Atma Bhakto Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Koti Shatavatsara Sampragalyo Ayoratati Manaso Muni Pungavana Sotyasya Prabhavesinya Vichintya Tattve Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Eko Prisura Chagitunja Gadanda Koti Yachakshirasti Jagananda Chayanananta Anantarasta Paramanu Chayanta Dasram Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yabhava Bhavita Diyo Manujasta Deva Sambhratya Rupamami Mashanayana Bhushaha Shukteryameva Nigama Pratidastuvanti Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratyatavish Davirya Eva Nijarupa Daya Kalabhi Goloka Eva Nivasatya Kilatma Bhutto Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Mayaji Asya Jagadakta Shantajanina Satasya Devirayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundaram Achincha Gunaswarupa Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Namadi Mutri Shukalani Amela Tishtam Nanavatar Makaro Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam Sambhavama Parama Puvanyo Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasha Prabha Prabhavato Jagananda Koti Koti Shvashesha Vasudhani Vibhu
भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि सृष्टिस्थितिप्रलय साधनशक्तिरेका छायेव यस्य भुवनानि विभाति दुर्गा ईशानरूपमपि यस्य चक्षुषते सा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि क्षीरं गजानदिविकारविशेषयोगा सञ्जायते नैकथा प्रकृतिरस्ति हेतो यशम्भुतमपि तथा समुपैति काया गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि दीपाचिरेव दशन्तममालुपेत्या दीपायते विवृतहेतु समानधर्मा यस्तद्विदेव च विष्णुतया निभाति गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि यज्ञानप्रणवजने भजति स्वयोगा नीलमनन्तजगदन्धसरोमकूपः आधारशक्तिमवलम्ब्य परस्वमूर्तिं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि यस्यैकनिश्वसितकालमतावलम्ब्य जीवन्ति रोमभिरजा जगदन्दनाथः विष्णुर्मांसयस्य कलाविशेषो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि भस्माङ्गकश्मशकलेषु नितेषु तेजः श्रियं क्रिया प्रकटयत्यपि तद्वगात्रा ब्रह्माय एष जगदन्धविधानकर्ता गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि यत्पादपालवयुगं विनिधाय कुम्भा गान्धे प्रणामसमये सकनादिराजः विघ्नान् विहान्तुमनमस्य जगत्त्रयस्य गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि अग्निर्मयी गगनमम्मुमरोजिषश्च कालस्तमात्ममनसीति जगत्त्रयानि यस्मात् भवन्ति विभवन्ति विशन्ति यं च गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि यच्चक्षुरेषु सविता सकलाग्रहाणां राजा समस्तसुरमूर्ति अशेषतेजः यस्य जया प्रमदि संवृतकालचक्रो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गर्भोदपापनिचयश्रुतयस्तपांसि ब्रह्मादिकीर्तपदगावलयश्च जीवः यदातमात्र विभवा प्रकटा प्रभावा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि यस्मिन्दगोपमतविन्द्रमहोत्सकर्म बन्धनरूपफलभाजममातनोति कर्माणि नीतनति किन्तु च भक्तिभाजं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि यं क्रोधकामसहजा प्रणयादिभीति वत्सल्यमोहगुरुगौरवसेव्यभावै सञ्चित्य तस्य सदृशीं तममापुरेते गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि ईश्वर परमकृष्ण सच्चिदानन्द विग्रह अनादिराजिर्गोविन्द सर्वकरणकरणं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानशलाकया चक्षुर्मीलितं येन Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Gurudev. Good morning. This morning is Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 3, verse 48. Laptvanukraha achayat tina sandashita gama mahapurusham abhyapyachin mutya bimatayat manaha. And the translation is, having obtained the mercy of his spiritual master, who reveals to the disciple the injunction of Vedic scriptures, the devotee should worship Bhagavan in the particular personal form of the Lord the devotee finds most attractive. So as you can see in the verse, it speaks about the worship of a personal form of the Lord, which the devotee finds most attractive. And here the verse speaks about Archana Bhakti, the external worship of the divine of Bhagavan. And today I wanted to continue with the 9 forms of Bhakti, the Navada Bhakti, where I was very much inspired last year by the Atma Kriya Yoga teacher training. So we go a little bit back again. So on our spiritual journey, we understood when it comes to Smarana Bhakti, what is the 3rd form, we remember God constantly. And we consciously choose to think and remember Him and not our worldly desires. So we sit, we contemplate, we meditate, and we feel Him inside. And we understood that He is part of us, that He is sitting inside. And that He left like a mark in our heart, right? So like the first Bhakti Shravana, we listen to the glories, the second Kirtana, we singing His glories. All that is leaving a mark inside of us. And now Smarana, we're sitting and we remembering. Because we love Him so much, right? And that leads to Padaseva Bhakti, the 4th form, where we want to share this love, that because we understood that He's sitting in everyone's heart, not in our heart, in everyone's heart. And we start serving the people on the spiritual journey. And last time I said also that's really important, how we serve, that we have to be the best example. And I shared that in Atma Kriya Yoga, the technique, what we do for Padaseva Bhakti is Om chanting. So we serve the divinity in the people and we give them a hand, we give them a help on the spiritual journey. And now our longing gets more and more and more and more. So we want God, we want to see Him, we want to serve Him, we want to give Him different things, we want to worship Him. And that also happened, like I said, in Padaseva Bhakti. When you are serving the people and you're coming together in a Sangha, the Lord will manifest. And that often happens when you are in a Sangha and you serve each another and you support each another on the spiritual path, a deity will come, a temple will come, or an ashram will come. So, and that's actually the 5th form of the 9 forms where we want to talk today, Archana Bhakti, the worship of the divine in the outside. So worshipping a deity, performing a yajna, doing abhishekam, that's all Archana Bhakti. We do spiritual rituals because we love the divine and we're longing for Him. And we all know when we do with joy and we love Him, even we do the simplest action, He will accept when we do it with love and devotion, like our famous verse we all know, Bhagavad Gita 9:26. Whoever offers to me with devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or some water, I accept this offering made with devotion by one who is pure of heart. And we all know that humans actually like very much rituals. We all have different rituals during the day, doing our life. In each tradition, actually, there are rituals. And what we do puja, we do abhishekam. So we do, for example, we buying a murti, a metal statue, we bringing it to Guruji, and we ask him to bless the murti. We ask him to do a prana patishta, so he invokes God into that metal statue, and it becomes alive, it becomes God himself. Because he put prana, he put mantra, and so the statue becomes divine, it becomes a murti. And like this, we can build a personal relationship to Bhagavan in that murti, right? So at the end, I will read a tweet from him where Guruji explained it really nicely. And what we do with this ritual, we want to feel him, we want to see him, we want to dress, we give perfume, we give incense, we bath him, we want to look, we will talk to him. And we do abhishekam, this very beautiful bath ritual. We pour 5 different elements onto the deity. And these substances symbolize actually the 5 elements of our physical nature, of our emotional qualities, of our lower nature. And through the grace of the deity, through the grace of Bhagavan, these 5 elements, actually, our 5 senses and our minds, what we all learned is our 6th sense, they get, through the grace of the deity, they get purified and transformed. I just want to remind a little bit, when we offer milk, it's the water element, and it stands for the ego. So we asking to elevate into wisdom and selflessness. When we offer yogurt, it's for the earth element and stands for the pride. So we ask to transform to humility. The ghee is the fire element and stands for karma. So we hope that we get freed up from the bonds of the material desires. Honey is the air element and maya. So we may ask to transcend illusions, so we rise to attain the divine. And sugar is the ether element and stands for the emotion and especially for jealousy. So we ask to get balance and harmonize so we can uplift for the sweetness of the divine. So when we offer these substances to him in the outside, when we do this abhishek and when we do this bath ritual, we also offer it to him in ourselves, in our inside. And we start feeling him inside. We know that he's sitting there. And through that, we get purified. Through this bath ritual in the outside, we get purified in the inside. And we get transformed. And often we can see that, I think everybody had that experience already. When we have our murti, or when we have a picture printed on our altar, they actually mirror us, they reflect us, that what we're feeling in the moment inside and how we do our ritual, how we talk to them. You can see sometimes they're super happy and you can see a little bit more smile. And maybe you are grumpy and you just do your ritual. You can see the deity is not happy, or even you can see it in the picture sometimes, how they change. And for me, it's like this and this 5th form, like of Navada Bhakti, it becomes a little bit more serious on the way. So I want to share a little bit some stories. In 2009 and 10, we had no murtis in the shop to buy, and I wanted so dearly, I wanted the Vishnu. And the only Vishnu I could get was like out of plastic. So that time, I think maybe a part of Swami Keshavan Pankaj and maybe a few other, they did maybe puja in their room already, but actually we did it, of course, in the temple, in the morning, in the night, but it was not so common that everybody has murtis at home. And I really wish to have one. And so in 2011, the biggest wish for me was like to go with Guruji to India. And there was pilgrimage to different places. And short before, I found out that Krishna is my Ishtadev. So, and the last location we should go is Vrindavan. So I remembered that I asked Guruji in front of the entrance. I said, Guruji, can I come to this pilgrimage to India? And he said, oh, I'm not just take people like this. And you can imagine that everything, my whole world broke down, and I was like so sad. And at the same time, I tried to accept what my Guruji is telling me. And at that moment, he already walked up the stairs. He turned and said, okay, put your name on the list. It was super nice. So after some weeks, Yamuna Shri, she was in charge already from the beginning to organize his pilgrimages. She said, yes, you can come. And you can imagine how I was freaking out. So that was in November 2011. But 1 month before, like always, we celebrating Navaratri. And I remembered actually the gopis, how they were praying to Katyayani Devi. And so what I did, I printed a picture of Katyayani Devi. And every night in the whole Navaratri, I was doing puja to her and praying to her, like, please, please, Katyayani Devi, help me, that the only thing I want in the life is Guruji and Krishna and nothing else. And so that was in October, and then in November we went to India, where we were visiting many cities like Nashik, Ajodhya Lingam, the Triambakeshwar Lingam, really famous. We went to Shirdi, we went to Ahobilam, we went to where Ahobilam, everybody knows, is the place where Narasimha appeared. We went to Mantrayalam, we went to Vrindavan at the end. So already when we went, and you can imagine, for me, the most important was at the end Vrindavan. So the whole pilgrimage, I was like, oh, we go to Krishna's place, to Radha's place. But already in Shirdi, I have to say, it was amazing. I don't know how, but we popped up in one Arati, and early morning at 3 o'clock, we went in the first line, Guruji on the side with the Prabhus, Matajis on the other side. In the middle was a space for all the musicians, and the Arati started, and Shirdi Sai was so present. It was super nice. And actually I had the feeling like he said, oh, don't be worried, you will come and see me again. And I was like a bit confused. Actually, 6 years later, Guruji invited me again to come to Shirdi. And so from Shirdi, we went to Ahobilam, what is the place of Narasimha. And I wanted to show some pictures, what I prepared. You can see here we went up to the mountain where Narasimha came out of the pillar. But also, so we went to different places, and we went also to one place where Narasimha is marrying Lakshmi, and it's called Malola Narasimha Swami. And for that, you can show the next one, Danudas. And you see a little bit of a map, so there are all the 9 different places. And to one place, like I said, Narasimha is marrying Lakshmi, and we had to go by a jeep. I also have a picture of that. And it took us like, we had maybe hired 5, 6 of them, and it took for like 2 kilometers, I think we were 2-3 hours. And you see the road going up, down, and I was thinking, oh my God, poor Gurudev, he sits in the first car and he's bumping up and down like we all like, I think we all had a headache when we arrived there. So I was in the last car actually, and it is in the middle of the jungle, it's in the middle of a dense forest. So I think we couldn't go by feet, that's why we had to hire the car. I think we were for sure more fast to walk than to drive, but so I was in the last car, and when we arrived, I was a bit lost of the group, and I went around to see where the group is, and I found an old lady like doing puja to Krishna. And it was so sweet. And so I remembered in that place that I was praying 1 month ago to Krishna, please, please, only let me think of Guruji and Krishna. And it was actually this Krishna on the left side. So then after I was praying with the grandmother, that was super sweet. I found the group bag and I said, hurry up, we need to buy coconut. We can offer coconut to Lakshmi Narasimha. And so when they opened the coconut, we had like a lot of coconut flesh inside, like, and they call it the heart of the coconut. And I said it's actually not very common, or not, it's rare to have this, and it brings actually a lot of luck. And so when they, you can see there, when they gave it back to me, Guruji said, "Oh, can I have half of it?" And I said, "Yes, of course, you can have everything." And he said, "No. I take half," and he ate a bit, and he gave it to Prasad, to all the people, and then he gave me the other half back, but I offered it him back because he likes it, and he said, "No, this is you need to eat that. That's your Prasad." So, like I said, it brings a lot of luck. What already happened in the next day, because we went to Mantrayalam, and we see a picture of Raghavendra Swami also on the wall here. So we went to Mantrayalam, and that was a small town. There was one big temple, what was about Raghavendra Swami. So we visited all together. In the night, we went back to the hotel, and Guruji said, "You have free time, you can do what you want." But there was nothing else to do, so everybody went back to the temple. And of course, we saw Guruji again there. And then suddenly somebody said, "Oh, he's in the shop." And everybody ran in the shop. And the shopkeeper put a box out under the desk on top, and shalikrams everywhere. So we were all looking for shalikrams. And that's actually how I got my one. Like I said before, I was wishing to have Krishna as a murti or to serve him. And that's a shalikram I got. What was also really nice, that Radha Das had this Krishna. And I wanted him so much. So I said, "Actually, you want to buy him?" So I asked Radha Das. And he said, "No, I don't think so." I said, "Can I hold him?" So I hold him, and then I didn't give him back. That's how he came. Then we didn't have money enough, so we had to come the other morning again to buy. And so we arranged, because you cannot buy a shalikram by yourself. So we arranged, like with Anuprabha, Anjushri, we were all helping each another out. And we all got our shalikrams there. And then in that place also, Guruji asked me, "But which form of Krishna is your Ishtadev?" And you know, sometimes when he asks us something, we think we need to answer very wise, no? Or we need to answer what we think he wants to hear from us. So I said, really out of, I think, ego and fear, "Yeah, but Guruji, I love all the forms of Krishna." And so now on my altar I have a Jagannath Shalikram, what just came Christmas. I have Giridhari, I have Giriraj, I have Radha, Krishna, I have Rukmini, Panduranga, so they're all there. But still, over these many years, I never had the courage to ask him actually what kind of Krishna is my Ishtadev. So coming back to the pilgrimage, so on the next morning we left Mantrayalam. I was so happy with the shalikram. We went to Vrindavan. Finally there I was looking for that so much. And he went also to Mathura, what I heard later that he's not going so often there. But it was so nice that we went to the birthplace of Krishna, and this shalikram you saw is like the Bala Krishna, it's like the child Krishna. And also later, for many years, Guruji allowed me to bring him for Krishna Janmashtami. So for many years, actually, he did Abhishekan to him, and people also could pour water. That reminds me on another story with our Laddu Gopal, actually, in our temple here. He's like 500 years old, and I remember very well when he arrived, I think 2007. He arrived in Steffenshof, and Guruji was painting him for the very first time. There's another picture you can see on the terrace in Steffenshof where he was painting him. So sweet, and I could witness that. And he is still in my heart very much. I love him really a lot. And in the beginning, we were allowed to do puja in the morning and in the evening, everybody who was resident. And then it changed over the years that, and we did also Abhishekam every second Sunday. Matajis were allowed to do that. And then it changed that only Swami Keshava could serve him. And actually, I was super, super, super sad. I was always looking, maybe he's traveling. And then Pankaj did the Abhishek. I was looking, maybe both are traveling. And then really, before we opened this temple in 2018, there was one day nobody was there, and actually he allowed me to serve him again. And I was so, so happy. Also last year, Tulsi Vivaha, when Tulsi is marrying Krishna, we also could pour water to him again. I was really, really, it was really, really nice that we could do that again. I want to share some satsang of Guruji, what he said in Mauritius 21. So, when you are serving the deity in the temple, with the right understanding that the deity is not just the external form that you are seeing, but it is the Supreme Lord Himself, you transmute all the external. And then your service to the deity really bears its fruits. Because if you just serve the deity, people will tell you, why are you just serving? Imagine somebody will tell you. You will tell someone who doesn't have that bhakti inside of them, who doesn't understand the bhakti path itself. Tell them that you wake Krishna up in the morning, you feed him, you give him water, you bathe him. For the external person, they say, this person is a bit mad, no? But those devotees who have the bhakti inside of them, who have that understanding, really, they know that is not an external, it's not a metal, it's not the stone which they are worshipping, but they are worshipping in that supreme essence of Bhagavan himself, which pervades over everything. And through the devotion, that supreme essence made itself visible for them. Bhagavan, out of mercy, has made himself into a vigraha, so that you can, as you are physical, you can be physical with him. You can serve him in a physical way. You can get to know him. He has given you an image so that your mind gets consumed about that. Do you remember yesterday when we were talking about how Rishi Matanga had already told to Shabari how Rama looked like? He gave to her a certain image, to her creative mind, so that creativity can awaken inside. Here Bhagavan says, when your mind has already been consumed and you have called upon me, now I'm revealing my form to you. I'm revealing my form so that you can build a relationship. You know, we are human beings. We like to have relationships. You have a relationship to your mother, father, brother, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend, your children. We have that pull towards certain relationships. Without relationship, the life is boring, no? So everybody wants to have that relationship. Even Bhagavan himself wants to have that relationship. So now he said, serve. So now you can serve me externally. You can do your service how it is prescribed. And that will help you to control yourself. And that will help you to surrender you being unto me. And I want to finish the satsang with a nice story. What happened in one of our Bhakti Marga temples, actually in Toronto, in Canada, where Bhairavi, I know her for many, many, many years, she loves Radha so, so much. And so Guruji inaugurated a temple in her house for Radharani and the Ashtasakis, so Radharani and her 8 friends. And it happened last year that she was dressing Radha on a Friday night, and she made a nice dress for her, and it came to the point she put the nose ring, and you know the nose ring have a hook on where you put it behind the ears, but that was broken. So she said, let me stick it to the ears, I might glue it. And then Jaya, her daughter, said, no, Mom, don't do that. It's not nice. You can see. And Bhairavi said, no, we're putting nicely her hair. Nobody will see. Okay, Jaya said, no, mom, don't do it. But Bhairavi said, no, it will be fine. That was a Friday night. So Saturday, she was driving in the car. She was actually picking up her daughter Jaya somewhere. And she got a call from a devotee from the US. And actually, it was unusual that the devotee will call her. So, but they speak a little bit. And after a while, they said bye and hang up. So she took Jaya from the place and they went back home. So both were in the car. The lady is calling again. And she said, I'm really sorry, I have to call again. But actually the reason why I called you before, I didn't know how to address. And she said, please forgive me and don't think that I'm ungrounded. But I had a dream last night of Radha in your temple, playing nicely with the Sakis, with her friends. There was parrots around. And then during playing, she said to one of the Sakis, can you remove my nose ring? It's really hurting me here on the ear. It's disturbing me. And you can imagine what Bhairavi and Jaya in that moment, they was amazed. They couldn't believe what they're hearing. So when they came home, of course, first thing, they went to the temple, they removed the nose ring of Radha. And then later, Bhairavi, she called Guruji, and he said, yes, she is listening to each one's prayer, and she is really there. And we should never forget that all our deities on our altar, in our rooms, in our homes, in all the temples, they are really alive, and let's serve them with devotion and love. Jai Gurudev.
Namaste Narasimhaya, Namaste Narasimhaya, Namaste Narasimhaya, Namaste Narasimhaya. Ramita Vishake Vrishabhanudari Navashashileke Lalita Saki Guna Ramita Vishake Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Dharani Mandala Maite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Dharani Mandala Maite Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite Sanaka Sanatana Vanita Charite Karuna Kurumai Karuna Bharite Sanaka Sanatana Vanita Charite Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite Kanaka Sanatana Vanita Charite Karuna Kurumai Karuna Bharite Sanaka Sanatana Vanita Charite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Dharani Mandala Maite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Dharani Mandala Maite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Dharani Mandala Maite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Dharani Mandala Maite Damodara Rati Varadana Veshe Hari Nishkuta Vrinda Vipinese 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 Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Dharani Mandala Maite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Dharani Mandala Maite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Dharani Mandala Maite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Dharani Mandala Maite Vrishabhanudari Navashashaleke Lalita Saki Guna Ramita Vishake Vrishabhanudari Navashashileke Lalita Saki Guna Ramita Vishake Vrishabhanudari Navashashaleke Lalita Saki Guna Ramita Vishake Vrishabhanudari Navashashileke Lalita Saki Guna Ramita Vishake Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Dharani Mandala Maite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Dharani Mandala Maite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Dharani Mandala Maite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Dharani Mandala Maite Karuna मंगलमे यतिराज रामानुज मंगल मंगलमे रामानुज रामानुज मंगल मंगलमे यतिराज रामानुज मंगल मंगलमे यतीन्द्राय करुणाकराय मंगल मंगलमे यतीन्द्राय करुणाकराय मंगल मंगलमे प्रपतिदानकराय मंगल मंगलमे प्रपतिदानकराय मंगल मंगलमे रामानुज रामानुज मंगल मंगलमे यतिराज रामानुज मंगल मंगलमे रामानुज रामानुज मंगल मंगलमे यतिराज रामानुज मंगल मंगलमे शालिग्राम प्रतिष्ठिताय मंगल मंगलमे शालिग्राम प्रतिष्ठिताय मंगल मंगलमे त्रिगंधरारिणि घोरचुचाय मंगल मंगलमे त्रिगंधरारिणि घोरचुचाय मंगल मंगलमे रामानुज रामानुज मंगल मंगलमे यतिराज रामानुज मंगल मंगलमे रामानुज रामानुज मंगल मंगलमे यतिराज रामानुज मंगल मंगलमे रमेश शंकराचार्य मंगल मंगलमे रमेश शंकराचार्य मंगल मंगलमे मनगदाय दरिद्राय मंगल मंगलमे मनगदाय दरिद्राय मंगल मंगलमे रामानुज रामानुज मंगल मंगलमे यतिराज रामानुज मंगल मंगलमे रामानुज रामानुज मंगल मंगलमे यतिराज रामानुज मंगल मंगलमे मंगल मंगलमे ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट रास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे जो जारे मन पार दुख बिन से मन का स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का सुख संपत्ति करावे सुख संपत्ति mana dana सब है तेरा स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा तेरा तुझको अर्पण तेरा तुझको अर्पण क्या लागे मेरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के साथ सदा सज्जनों के साथ क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे मन चाहते राखो जी गिरिधारी लाला चाहते राखो जी गिरिधारी लाला चाहते राखो जी गिरिधारी लाला चाहते राखो जी मन चाहते राखो जी गिरिधारी लाला चाहते राखो जी गिरिधारी लाला चाहते राखो जी गिरिधारी लाला चाहते राखो जी ओ चाहते राखो चाहते राखो चाहते राखो जी चाहते राखो चाहते राखो चाहते राखो जी माने चाहते राखो जी गिरिधारी लाला चाहते राखो जी श्यामा माने चाहते राखो जी गिरिधारी लाला चाहते राखो जी गोविंदा माने चाहते राखो जी गिरिधारी लाला 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 चाहते राखो जी त्वमेव माता पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या त्वमेवं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव गोविन्द असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्यो मा अमृतंगमय ॐ शान्ति 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 लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति 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 श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम बोलो श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की श्री भूताभृतेश्वरनाथ नरसिंह भगवान की श्री राधा कृष्ण कन्हैयालाल की श्री माता भगवती की श्री रमणोजाचार्य की बोलो सद्गुरुदेव श्री स्वामी विश्वनाथ महाप्रभु की जय ओम क्लीं कृष्णाय गोविंदाय गोपीजनवल्लभाय पाराय परमपुरुषाय पारकर्म मंत्र यंत्र तंत्र औषध शस्त्राणि समरा समरा मृत्युंजय मोर्चाय मोर्चाय ओम नमो भगवते नमः सुदर्शनाय विद्ये ज्वालाप्रदाय सर्वज्ञ शोभनं पथ परस्मै परब्रह्मणे पवनज्योतिषे स्वाहा ओम शांति 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 श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम जय